it's going.
Bro,
We're
we
going.
gotta pick sides. Hey, we're live. Hello?
We're going, bro.
Yeah. Are you just emotionally
Fuck,
wrecked?
dude.
Are you alive?
Fuck,
Anybody
dude.
listening?
What's
I'm
up?
not here today.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the show. I'm depressed.
We're back to depressing episodes.
Dude,
It's been a
holy
while.
crap, man.
It's been a little bit.
I thought this was supposed to be. I'm not even gonna talk about it yet because I don't want. I'm gonna get in the weeds, and
You're gonna go on a tangent.
yeah, some of you guys probably are
starting.
like they go on tangents and they never come back. So
Wow, called out.
yeah,
Damn.
we do that.
I know.
Yeah, I'm calling us out.
I'm saying
And
we're working on it.
I bet you
Calm
people
down.
know that. I mean, my dad straight up told me that too.
Well, they don't comment though. Comment it and we'll work on it.
Oh my gosh! Back in the
No,
studio.
We already know.
You know, Sam, Nicole, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. That's the feeling of this movie, guys,
yeah,
just so you know.
we had to, yeah.
I literally look today like I belong in this movie. Like a divorced mom with my bob.
Yeah, you
And my
gotta check it
little
out on
cardigan.
you gotta check it out on YouTube if you're listening in the car.
Please don't
or
look.
on your headphones or at work.
Just
wherever
go
you are.
like, and then that's all we need.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
If you are on Apple, make sure to leave a review,
5 stars.
5-star
Click it.
review, and write something special. And then go to the Instagram, follow us, Facebook, Twitter, whichever your preferred is. Our Instagram gets the most content out every week.
Does it?
Yeah. Our Twitter and Facebook just get the normal important updates if anything happens.
Yeah.
Those are all at the Film Crawl. Leave a comment on Instagram. Let us
that.
know what you thought of Marriage Story. Holy hell.
Sam's claiming film of the year.
Let's crack these
Okay, we gotta crack it
then
first.
and
We
then
gotta
we
crack
can
it
talk
first.
about it.
They're just going to hear your keys.
Dude, I'm backwards.
This is nothing. We got a gentle beer today. We couldn't go ham today. We need something to calm whatever's going on with my eyeballs down. Plus these were free, so I'm just kidding.
No spawns.
No spawns.
What are we drinking?
Lennon Kugels.
You
Very
know the
nice.
Shandy Company? That one.
Oh, you know it?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, I know the Shandies.
Oh, cute. Yeah,
Bro,
these
I
are my
haven't
fave.
had the berry one.
These are my faves.
Berry Wise.
Hey.
Berry Wise.
This is basically what you would have in your fridge if you were getting divorced, you know?
Shut the
I'm just trying for content, brother. I'm just trying to bleed it in there.
Dude, what a movie, man.
Oh, just you wait.
What a movie.
I don't have any dislikes. I'm just telling you that.
Yeah, I'm going to say it
I'm
up front, guys.
there's
No dislikes.
going to be no dislike section,
Maybe
honestly.
one nitpicky thing.
Exactly.
But 0 dislikes right now. We'll see if any formulate. As Nicole and I talk, we
Yeah.
usually come up with something
That happens a
along the
lot.
way. I thought all freaking night and all freaking day about this before we recorded about what am I going to put on my dislikes because
Yeah.
when I watched it, I couldn't even write anything down.
Yes.
Amazing.
Be honest,
moving.
bro. Did you cry?
Dude, I did get teary-eyed.
Okay, you got teary-eyed.
No
You didn't
tear
snob it
fell.
up.
No
All right,
tear
all
fell.
right. Full
I
tears from me.
I got teary-eyed in the fight scene, right?
The
main
pinnacle.
fight scene.
We'll talk about
And that
that.
dude.
The ending, though.
I'm
you
telling.
didn't cry at the end.
I didn't cry at the
Okay,
end,
okay.
bro. I'm
He's trying to
telling
keep
you.
me on track.
I'm telling you right now. This is winning Best Picture.
Yeah, because it's the only thing nominated that's good.
The-
So shots fired.
No. It's nominated a Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Netflix crushed the Golden Globe nominations. They have 43 or 34. One of the two.
Yeah.
They have like 40 nominations between Irishman and Marriage
Story.
Story.
What's the other one?
I honestly think they have nominations up the ass.
But not Best Director. That doesn't make any sense.
yeah, the Golden Globes, everything's always doesn't make sense.
It's weird,
dude.
but those are
Oscars
what-
don't even make sense.
I know, but those are what lead to the Oscars. So that's why I'm kind of nervous.
Maybe Nick won't get Best Director, but I think it's gonna win Best Picture. If
It's
is
tough.
if it's on the Oscar nomination, it's gonna win. But
It's tough
with the
competition this
lineup
year.
you got Parasite, you got Lighthouse, you got Joker, which is on the Best Picture for
So
drama for the Golden
weird.
Globes.
We got Bombshell, which is coming out
Bombshell will
soon, I
probably.
think.
Nah, I don't think it'll hit it.
I don't.
You
It's
think it'll
gotten
get?
a couple Best Actress, Best
I
Supporting
think it's gonna
Actresses.
get like they're gonna get nominated for the actresses.
2020 is gonna be wild.
Oh man.
Is this is Marriage Story just La La Land Part 2?
I know it's a sad La La Land.
It's
that's
a
how
sad
I
La
that's
La
how I
Land.
want to picture. If you've seen La La Land and you haven't seen Marriage Story yet,
That's a good analogy.
that's
video,
kind of how it feels. The way it's shot too, the filmmaking of it. But the story is obviously completely different. It's the complete opposite almost.
Yeah. Well, and especially like in the coloring, like it's very muted.
Yeah, yeah.
But it is very dreamlike.
Right. You almost
kind of hazy, but like, or not hazy, but like the La La Land, like Dreamers kind of feel. Like, it's hard to describe. You just have to watch the movies.
I want to dive into it. That's like our spoiler-free take, right?
Yeah.
We don't have anything else about. I mean, I don't want to. I'm gonna ruin it for someone. So if you haven't listened or if you haven't seen it, go watch it right now. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's about a divorce.
Amazing.
That's all you need to know. Honestly,
it's amazing. And then come back and finish here. But
come back and cry. We're here for you.
But let's go. Let's go, likes.
All right. Well, because it's the whole movie.
I haven't seen a movie. I haven't seen a lot of movies this year, and we know that.
I've actually seen a lot.
Yeah, I've been slacking. We've been doing the pod, but we've been doing movies that we had seen and older movies.
You know, just getting trying to get that Netflix sponsor.
But this is the best performances I have seen this year.
Yeah, it's hard to top.
And that's why I'm saying, and with the filmmaking, it's, you know how I am. It's shot in 35 millimeter film. It feels older.
Portrait mode. Yeah.
It feels older. It's at like a 1.66 aspect ratio.
Wow.
So you're not full screen. It's like you're watching a home recording.
It's almost kind of like Her, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you're watching a home recording of something. You're totally third-party perspective.
This is a family drama.
And this is the most third-party perspective I've felt as a viewer. Like,
and you're getting two sides of a room.
You kind of feel that.
And two characters in one shot. Yeah. You know, in certain scenes.
Yeah, the 35 millimeter allows for very good open shots.
Yeah. Very cohesive.
I don't know if that was like a joke they kept making with LA. Oh, the space. Like, I don't know if like they were trying to like talk about how wide the shots were getting, but
yeah, an underlying tone is very like East Coast versus West Coast, which is kind of thrown into a lot. That's Hollywood, you know.
Oh, so good.
I know, right? I'm so glad I got these. But yeah, that battle between both coasts I've seen in a lot of movies because everyone's always, you know, what's better, you know. There's movies about New York, there's movies about LA that are both very good, and it's hard to
going into a movie without watching a lot of trailers is way better. It's a way better experience.
I don't know. I like the trailers for this movie.
But they weren't very. Did you know they were getting divorced? I didn't even know. Mm-hmm. I think I only watched.
They released the plot
I think I only watched the one where it was like what I love about each other. But that didn't tell me they were getting divorced.
I'm pretty sure there were like articles released. You don't read
I don't
articles.
read
I
them,
read the articles. But
this is the best performance. Adam Driver, Scarlett Johansson.
Man, yeah, he did amazing.
Holy, we know Scarlett Johansson can act.
Yeah.
And we know Adam Driver can because we've seen him in Logan Lucky. We've seen him do those things. This is just like a stamp, man. This is just like.
And the dude, did he even go to acting school? He was a Marine. I know that.
He was a Marine. He got discharged. I don't know if he went to acting school.
Yeah,
ever.
Like he just came out the gate, got that Disney check, and now he's like making it big. He's about to get an Oscar nom.
He's gonna. Yeah, he's on the Golden Globe noms. He'll definitely win. I feel like. It's gonna be hard. I mean, he's got Joaquin up on him too. So.
Get out of here with Joaquin.
Bro, we haven't even seen it.
I love Joaquin, let me tell you. But I know I haven't seen Joker yet, but like, come on.
I already said his best
picture.
Get out
of here. It's best Sam picture. Has been saying that basically since Joker came out. just the poster.
No, but I'm changing. I haven't even seen Joker. But right now, if Marriage Story is on Best Picture nomination, it will win.
This is your shoe-in?
Yeah. I'm throwing it in.
I can't wait.
I don't even care, guys. If it's nominated and there's other stuff, I will still circle Marriage
Yeah,
Story.
get ready for those ballots, guys. It's gonna be good this year.
I want it to win.
It's gonna.
And I was thinking about that. Should we do a ballot? What we think's gonna win versus what we want to win?
I would. I love
like
all
double
of it,
ballots.
So, yeah,
I think we should do that.
That's always fun.
Because I want to do one where I want to win. Because last year I did what I thought was gonna win.
Yes, you always do that because that's why you win.
Well, yeah.
Like, fuck.
What I think they're
Haven't
gonna
seen
pick.
Dunkirk. Me.
Picks it.
Yeah.
But Scarlett Johansson was amazing. I already talked about the film making, like 35 millimeter, 1.66 aspect ratio. There is not a lot of cuts in this movie.
Right, and he tracks the actors
holy
very well.
Shit, it's an orgy, man.
Yeah.
Of cinematography.
Really,
like,
though.
It feels like, and this is a tone. Adam Driver is a writer for a play, right?
He's a
director for his play. Yeah. It feels like I'm watching a play.
Yes, I was.
And they set it up like that right away with ScarJo with the black background.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, it's like a headshot almost. Yep. It's like what I love about Nicole. It feels like I'm watching a play. There's this scene. I have so many shots I love in the movie.
I know, dude.
There's this scene where Scarlett Johansson, it's the camera starts at the end of the room. It's fucking 5 minutes of zooming.
Oh, her on the therapy couch.
Yeah, and she's talking to her lawyer about why she wants to get the divorce.
Yeah.
And it's uncut,
and
just
it's
the slowest zoom, and as the viewer, you don't even realize you're zooming until it's literally only her face.
And then it shows her like neurotic personality because it's following her getting up, going to the bathroom. It's not even her own room, you know?
And I love that. And she's like blowing her nose, but the camera doesn't go in the bathroom. No. It's the camera just pivots. It's literally just in the spot.
It's like those ghost cameras on the ghost shows.
Yeah, and it just pivots. She walks off camera technically, and it blows her and then comes back. That's why I felt like it was a play, because I'm not getting the angles that you would in other movies where they're doing a mirror shot or something stupid.
Or even the scene where he's like, I don't watch TV, I don't like it, and then it shows the camera follows her head looking at the TV, shows the TV, and then comes back. Like it's like you're her looking at the TV, like what the fuck, you're watching TV right now.
Yeah, you literally feel like a fly on the wall or just placed in the room with them. And you're watching this story. You're watching the story of this divorce, and
you're watching both sides too, and you're seeing both be villains.
I tried. I wanted to side for someone. Like I was struggling between who do I pick. I don't know why I felt that way. Maybe it's just because in all movies you're
the divorced kid, bro.
We're the divorced
exactly.
Kid.
Like the audience is like. Yeah. That's what kids see.
That's a good point. Yeah, you don't know who to pick.
That hits deep, dude.
Damn. I didn't think about that.
Man, you just brought it up.
I mean, I was just like, who do I... At first, I was like, Scarlett Johansson sucks.
Yeah.
Like, she's mean.
I was the opposite.
She's deceptive. But no, because we didn't know Adam Driver cheated.
No.
You heard about it, but I thought she was just like, worried about him breaking up with her.
You didn't get that from the scene where they're at the dinner table.
And she goes and talks to him, but I interpreted, this is my interpretation.
Dude, male, female, that's awesome.
I interpreted it that she was jealous of the girl. I figured there was a past. Yeah. But I did not figure he cheated.
That's so interesting because I was definitely the opposite.
I wasn't under the impression that Adam Driver was a cheater, You're not put into that impression. Fuck, man.
So I initially...
That's because you got...
I got issues.
You got trust issues.
I got disloyalty. Yeah. Well, okay. The scene that got me for Scarlett Johansson was near the beginning. The scene where they come back from that dinner and she had seen what she saw with that girl.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay. She's like, I could tell that you want to give me a note. And after that whole conversation, and she says, okay, good night, Charlie. Immediately, the camera follows her into the room, starts crying.
Right.
Like, that scene.
But they're already getting divorced. They're in the process. Like, they know about it.
You're in this house, and you're like, oh, shit, they still live together.
But that scene got me, too.
That scene got me,
And
man.
girls,
that's really
women
how it
do
is.
that.
Yeah.
They'll act fine. And then they'll do that.
That felt so personal to me. And
can I go back
like
to
was watching me.
when the what is she like the stage director, whoever it is?
Yeah, I think
when she whispers to him or whatever. The reason why I'm saying, oh, Adam Driver's fine, blah blah blah, is because I've had girlfriends that would think the bad thing.
Life experience
for me personally. So like, oh, why are you talking to that girl? What do you guys, that bullshit. And so that's where I get that perspective, but I get your perspective too. Yeah, I mean, and
we're trained to think the worst of men because y'all are trash. I'm sorry.
Shut the hell up.
Not you.
But we're that's very interesting, and it's a great point of view.
Well, talk about being wrecked. The main character in this movie is named Nicole. So immediately off the bat, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, we're glad Adam Driver wasn't Sam, so that would have been
sad boy, sad boy all movie. God, Adam Driver's amazing.
Guys, this was very hard to watch. Not hard to watch, but very real.
Tugs at your
real,
man.
real.
Adam Driver can cry.
Yeah.
He can cry. He does some snot bubble things. You don't see it, but you hear it.
Yeah, it felt real. ScarJo can really act. She can. Oh my God.
I've always liked her. Like, she does have some problematic things going on with her right now. But
is that her fault though? The things that
she does have the power to say no.
She has the power to say no, but why would she say no?
Because you already have money.
I guess. But you can't pin that on someone.
You're Black Widow. Like, you don't need to do.
But you can't pin that on someone. This is a whole nother episode.
I know it's behind the scenes.
You can't pin that on someone. I don't think she should be. It's demonized for doing something.
There's other stuff too with her,
her job.
But
I'm just getting to the point. Like, if you pick a role, or first off, you audition for a role and you're fucking picked for the role, that's not your fault.
It's Hollywood. I mean, it's Hollywood in general.
And it's Hollywood in general, and we know that there's racism in the world, and we know that stuff. But I don't think that makes her bad. I get it though. She could say, "Yeah, I don't want to do it. You guys should hire like someone that represents the culture more."
Yeah.
And Hollywood, if she said no, they would just go hire another white actress.
Yeah.
You know that, right? So I mean, in her saying no, probably wouldn't even get press. It probably wouldn't even get out, really. Like that, all that stuff's done behind the scenes.
I see what you're saying.
No one knows who's auditioning for anything. Yeah. So it's kind of like, But
scripts are getting lost all the time.
Yeah. Fuck it.
That's our Star Wars epic.
Back to freaking Marriage Story. I think the camera work was amazing. The score is amazing. The score feels very almost fantasy-like.
It's like
somber.
It's playing on a record player in the background.
It's there when it needs to be. This movie's not loud at all. It's very not literal audio, but like in visuals and in different type and in score. It's not like when the music's there, you're moving with the movie.
Again, editing, like there's not a lot of cuts.
It's just, guys, it's hard. It's not. It's a great movie. There's probably mistakes, but not enough to say that the movie is bad. I think this is one of the most cleanest films that have been done this year.
And it starts from the beginning. I loved the opening scene where you're getting the two perspectives. And you're getting flashbacks, but you're not getting flashbacks of their relationship.
Right.
This whole movie is who they are now instead of who they were, how they met, what brought them here. You learn that slowly throughout the movie, but you don't really see it. You see glimpses.
Very good exposition in the characters.
It sets up what immediately I was like, okay, I'm going to see these traits in these characters throughout the movie, and I loved it. It was amazing.
One thing I would have liked to see,
and
it's set up like it, I just don't know why they didn't do it. I bet you they thought about it. But the movie is clearly set up in 3 acts. And it is like La La Land in that sense. Yeah. Summer, it goes by the seasons. Yeah. This movie goes by the seasons as well.
Is winter in this movie? Not really. I was surprised there was not like a Christmas scene.
But it goes, you learn it's like Halloween or it's summer and then it's Halloween and then it's back to Halloween again or whatever. So we're over this course of a year, I guess.
It's a very fall movie.
Yeah, so they could have just done the whole because literally the screen it's like a play, guys. It will fade to black as in the curtains were closing between acts, right? That's true. And then it opens up again, and then they're giving you context.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie's going to be here. The kid says like, oh, summer's for resting. Mm-hmm. And so now okay, we're in summer, because before we clearly weren't. So they're in LA. They're in LA, and you
without putting it in the corner like summer.
They could have done that, and I wouldn't have cared.
Really?
Yeah, because then it would have gave them more like solidified tone of like, I'm going for more of the play feel.
Or even this is how fast time flies.
Yeah. So I wouldn't have cared.
Kudos, respect. At the end, I was expecting like 3 years later.
Yeah.
And they don't do that. I'm still kind of guessing how long. It couldn't be more than 3 years because the kid is still kind of the same age. But she has a new boyfriend.
The movie ends, I'm thinking we're seeing a story between 1 to 2 years.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that
That's
range.
what I got to.
Because we definitely see 2 Halloweens.
Yes.
So
this could be the
it's
third.
Probably 1.5 years, because we see leading up to the first Halloween.
Yeah.
And then it ends on the second Halloween. So maybe 1.5 years, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I think that's a good guess. But I initially was like, fuck, that's the ending. But then I watched with Brooke, and she's like, well, duh, like, what did you expect? And I was like, well, yeah, I guess. I'm just sad because, but it's true. Life just goes on.
Yeah,
you go through all this war, essentially, and life's just going to move on. And, it is a happy ending in a way for the kid.
Because you don't see it, Henry.
Henry.
You don't see it often where they're ending as friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you did kind of see that in La La Land.
Yeah.
Where it was more of an acknowledgement of this is the past we had. We can't change it. You'll be in my heart forever. You'll be in my life forever.
La La Land, man. We gotta watch it.
I've been wanting to rewatch it, but this movie wrecked me enough. I almost watched it back to back, and I said, no, that would be a bad decision.
But I get what you're saying, but this movie ends when they're gonna be in each other's lives.
He's still going over to her mom's,
they
know. She still calls him Charlie Bird, which that's the mom's character, but
this is
she has a new boyfriend.
Yeah, the story's gonna continue. That it's just gonna turn into the divorced family, but they're not torn.
They've learned their lesson.
They're not killing each other.
This war is killing us, and it's killing our son. Like,
goddamn, dude, lawyers will do that.
Yeah, kudos to Ray Liotta and Laura Dern. They did amazing as their
she was great.
Lawyers.
She was really great.
She was really good.
What's her name in Star Wars?
Admiral
Holdo. God damn.
Last Jedi.
We didn't even talk about her.
No, we really didn't. We talked about Poe. We
talked about her killing herself. And great shot.
All right, cool. Yeah, right. The whole theater was silent.
But she did amazing.
Jurassic Park, man.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. She did great.
They were a great mirror of disconnect.
Yeah.
To the life that this divorced couple is going through and trying to navigate.
Yeah. It's I didn't think the movie was going to go that route.
What, the
lawyers and stuff. Yeah, and
it doesn't go too deep into it.
It doesn't go too deep, and I'm glad because they know that they need to get out right away.
Because it's not about that.
Yeah. Which pisses me off. That's what makes me mad. Like I want them to do this civilly as a and they start they start the war essentially with each other.
Breaking up does to you,
And there's so much tension, and it leads up to and they have little fights, but nothing like this, and it leads up to the big fight. And my God, dude, the acting is.
My God, I definitely saw Kylo come out. When he was charging her.
Dude, I was Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
okay, so this is in the middle of the lawyers starting to poke at each other.
Right after the big court battle.
And I thought he was going to hit her, dude.
Yeah, because, we do get his character introduction says there's violence in his family. There's
violence in his family, alcohol.
Yeah.
I literally thought he was going to belt her.
I did too.
And I was like, don't do it, Kylo.
Yeah. You already cussed at your kid. Like, you gotta slow down.
I thought he was gonna do it, and I thought it was gonna go real dark. Like he hits her, and then it's like montage of him losing all the custody and everything. Like, and I thought she was going there to entice him to do something. Like she was told by the lawyer, "Hey, go, take a hit."
Yeah.
And then you'll get full custody, and you'll get his grant and all this shit.
That is the vibe they were trying to get you.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is
shady shit lawyer business.
And up to this point, Scar Joe, you're finding out that she's been doing stuff behind, like off camera.
Oh, verbally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's seen talking bad. She's seen all these lawyers, so he can't get a lawyer because they're disbarred. Yeah. So all this stuff's happening, so I'm like, she's super deceptive.
She's not doing that on purpose.
I know she's not
doing that on purpose, though. Did her lawyer be like, if you do see
we
all
never
these,
that's what I
would be messed
that's
up.
Probably my nitpicky thing is we never as the audience member get to see that
from her character,
and you never learn it either. You learn,
is she deceptive, or
you learn it on Adam Driver's side the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to get a lawyer, and they're all disbarred because she's seen these lawyers, and people are putting things in his head.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a part of the movie. He's they're trying to tell you that you can get ideas about people without even interacting with them, and she could have been doing this completely because she was looking for a lawyer legitimately. He just coincidentally has found, if you fucking Yelp best lawyers in LA, I'm sure you're just gonna go down the list.
Yeah. So well, and then what a
that's
subtle
the hard
way
part
to
is
show that how the kid's involved in that.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, I've seen this office before.
That was
he's like a pawn almost, which in divorced households, you kind of become a pawn as a child.
Yeah.
That's what's fucked up.
The lawyers use you as a chess piece. I mean, they're hey, we got to get the kid involved because this is gonna win you the battle.
Noah did so great in just subtly showing that.
Yeah.
That it was about their decisions were centered around the kid.
Right. So
without too many scenes of them with the kid, to be honest.
Yeah.
The ones where we did see them were powerful.
Yeah. I'm impressed just with how the writing, the editing, the directing,
did its job.
The acting was all around really good.
And I usually don't like movies that are play-ish, because you have to do it. This is a character study.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. And those are hard to do.
Yeah. It's I would watch it again. I kind of want to watch it again.
This is definitely one where I would watch clips. Like the fight scene. I watched it two times before this podcast.
I want to watch it again because I want to capture more stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I missed something because there's a lot of subtle hints at things, but I was frustrated as a viewer when Adam Driver was in that. This is what's good about the movie is I was frustrated when he can't find a lawyer. Mm-hmm. I'm like, holy shit, I'm in his shoes now. I'm like, this is like the worst situation ever. You live in freaking New York.
Yeah.
You got to go to LA by Friday. You got to get a lawyer by Friday, respond by Friday. You got to drop all this money to get a retainer just to start. We don't even know what day he was called. Maybe it was Wednesday. Who even knows? But I was like frustrated, and then I'm like, she's doing it. Like she's doing it on purpose. But I don't know that as a viewer, and that's my nitpickiness. I want to know was she actually being deceptive, but at the end, it doesn't really matter. Like maybe she was doing it. She was being toyed by her lawyer. She was doing it, but.
Or she could just be
hurt. But by the end, she's hurt, she's angry.
Yeah.
But by the end they've subsided those feelings.
You do things in the heat of the moment.
And that's clear in the battle, in the fight.
It is oh my gosh. I wish you were dead. That pin drop.
It felt real, dude.
That is real.
It felt
I've been there.
It felt so real. That's why I'm saying my eyes literally watered there. Brooke cried. Mm-hmm. I was watching people I've known for a while, like their story, not real people that I really know, but I felt like I had known these characters now.
See, I wasn't even like that. I was more.
But you're more of the personal experience.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I was more so. I was that argument.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in those shoes of getting yelled at, and certain words. I don't want to say triggered, but like they do take you there.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I totally agree. I got really.
There's so many moments in this film that were just, even the one where he cuts himself. Oh my god.
That one freaked me out, dude.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be like a hospital scene.
Yeah.
You know, the son comes in.
I also thought too when he did that he was gonna lose all his custody.
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
So.
But that was such an amazing sequence of like, oh no, I'm fine, and like the whole story behind the little jackknife. God, like so many little moments like that.
And it also shows Brooke made a good point because I was like, this is weird. Like, this is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this here? And she was saying, and she makes a good point about, well, she's showing, like, he's done it so much, and it's the movie, he's trying to show you that how nervous he is.
Yeah.
Like, this means a lot to him, and he's over-explaining. Like, she doesn't care about the fucking knife at this point.
Oh,
and
he brought it back.
Yeah, he brought it back into the conversation. He's super
need to.
nervous, and he screws up and does it. I was like, damn, it freaked me out too. I was like, holy shit, you okay?
Yeah.
Because
he
was gonna die, dude.
Put under the sink.
What?
It just kept bleeding.
Yeah. Well, duh. You see how big that gash
I know,
was?
but I was like, oh shit. Like, usually they stop after you like run it through water a little bit.
This boy's gonna die.
I was like, no. He's doing it with like a little tiny band-aid.
Yeah.
Oh man. That one hurt. That scene hurt. It could also be a metaphor of you've been with this person for so long, and the things you do together are just so ingrained in you that once they're gone, you're just like, oh yeah, like this is how it goes.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't go like that anymore, and that's what hurts.
Yeah, like you remember something about someone, but that moment can never happen again.
Exactly.
So the pain is there.
Yeah.
Instead of like the memory, it's the memory, but then it's the pain.
Yep.
So he's explaining that he's like, you know, we used to do this.
His mom actually got that for
That's
me.
the memory, and then the pain is, oh shit, we're never gonna have it.
Yep.
So
shit.
Take a puff.
Whoa.
This movie's good, dude.
Well,
That's
even
so
the scene
good.
where she picks from the menu for him. He's like,
I wanted to cry, dude.
Yeah, that one. Again, little moments like that. Just the way it was filmed and just the subtleness of it. If you've been in a relationship, if you've got broken up with, all of us, it's 2019, all of us, you feel this.
Yeah, dude, that one hurt too.
Yeah, I don't know what I want. Give me the menu. Here, this is what he wants. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Fuck. Dude, do we gotta take a moment of silence for that one?
Do we gotta?
Yeah, I can't.
We gotta pause and come back.
Let's talk about something.
And now a word from our sponsor.
The soundbite.
Yeah. Oh man, what else can we talk about? I mean, the struggles of divorced families. You know, splitting holidays.
Why are fight scenes in relationship movies so good? The one in La La Land, I watch that at least once a month. This one, I will probably.
They're
watch
good
once
when
a
they're
month.
done right. You know.
Exactly.
If they're just like dumb romantic movies, like
no.
Like
I
the
mean,
fight
like
scene that they go through, and you know they're gonna get together no matter what.
Slow song, walking through New York.
Yeah, it's
training.
It's like we know that this doesn't mean anything, but these ones mean a lot. They hit a lot.
Yeah. I just love them.
Yeah, I mean they were.
Even the one over the phone.
Dude, I thought he was gonna hit her, bro. I was like
Kylo
scared.
came out.
Kylo came around the corner.
He really did.
I'll show you the dark side.
You need a teacher.
He was gonna.
That's our.
I thought he was gonna beat her, dude. I was like, oh my god.
I thought so too, because again, in the beginning scenes, you're getting character traits from them, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be important later on in the movie, and kind of you're like, okay, when's this gonna come up again? And this was the scene where it kind of came up. Ooh, and when he was like, you're like my mother, you're like your mother, you're like all of them.
Did all these things that I hate about these people or whatever. I was
holy shit. Guys, for screenplay and directing alone, this movie needs to be watched. It's definitely not a school. a class, I guess.
You gotta watch it. You
have to watch it. It's woo. Sorry. It's amazing.
What about the scene when she hooks up with that random dude?
Dude, the flirty grip, man.
The grip.
That's what they called him. Because that's what the slang, I guess, for what he does.
Okay.
It's her first. That was personal too, dude. I don't even want to go there, but like,
that's so funny. I thought it was funny.
Hookups, that's like pinnacle.
Well, duh, but that like, low bar, like the
low
bottom,
bar, yeah, the
rock bottom,
low.
yeah, the rock bottom.
Yeah, where it's just like take it back to my car, like get this the fuck over with.
I'm changing my life, sure is. I was like, I love her hair in the movie.
Do you?
I think she rocks some short hair.
Yeah, she's been doing that for a little bit.
Yeah, it's car show, bro.
The gifts, man.
Black Widow's back.
The gifts in our old Slack, they're endless. And
this is a Black Widow prequel and a Kylo Ren prequel.
Yeah, again, guys, connected. We're doing Force Awakens soon.
Force Awakens. Yeah, well, in this case, we already did Force Awakens.
Okay. And for Rise is out in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, after this episode would be Last Jedi.
Are you seeing it the 19th?
Yeah, brother.
What time?
6.
Don't text me, dude.
Bro.
I'm seeing it 20th.
I'm gonna text you when I walk out.
I'm gonna spoil it online anyway. You know me.
The Russian camera in the back.
Night vision. Their eyes are glowing. The labor.
You need a teacher. Not even on screen.
Yeah, it's like in the corner. You just hear the. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
You
hear the crowd freaking out, but you can't see the screen. You're like, what's going on?
Oh, like the scene in Endgame when Cap grabs the hammer. Oh, it's like all up there. Oh my gosh, I've seen those.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is gonna be a short episode.
I know.
I mean,
nothing to fucking
there's
hate
no
on.
hate, boys.
I literally can't think of anything. I wrote my notes. Can't think of a dislike for this movie.
The only thing that it took me off guard. And it was pretty long, was his singing scene. I did not expect it. I'm not saying I disliked it. It's a way for us to kind of get more of his side, his feelings.
True emotion. That's him singing.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Really him
singing. And I was like, damn, Adam Driver can sing. Yeah. I was more impressed that he could sing. Because he has a really deep voice. It's hard. I feel like it'd be hard for him to sing. But I was impressed, but I was thrown off guard, and then it was really long. Like, he went and ended it. I was like, oh, that was, like, perfect length. And then he went back. I was like...
Well, I thought that was how the movie was going to end.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It did
that would have been
very final. You got both musical number scenes from them. And, you know, they're at peace with... They're not at peace with it, but they've accepted that they're moving on. And then ended,
and then it ends. Yeah, that could have been a good ending. Maybe it was an ending.
I mean, it's not a dislike. It's very nitpicky. But the ending that we do get is kind of sappy. But again, we haven't seen that a lot, and it's good to see that.
So
that people can be amicable.
What do we do? Shots we love.
How many do we have? Top 5?
I got I know so the whole movie. I got some here. Let me pull it up.
This is surprising me. I didn't think you'd love it this much. I thought it'd be snooze for you.
I'm telling you, dude, it's Oscar material.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to win Best Picture.
It's worthy of the nom, and it should get an award. This year, there's so many movies that deserve the award. So that's why it's hard for me, because this one I would love. If it was against one other big movie, I'd be like, okay, yes, this one. But there's a lot that should be on the docket
this should definitely beat Ford v. Ferrari.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
By a mile.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't seen Parasite. I'm going to see it, but...
That one needs to win.
You know, we'll see what happens.
You'll see our ballots, guys.
We'll see what happens, but
it's a little tease.
Definitely, Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson will get the nomination. I don't know. Again, the lineup is too powerful, man. You got
really
Robert
huge.
Patty. You got Willem. You got how many
Christian
freaking
Bailey,
actresses do they have?
Margot.
Christian Bailey, Margot. Oh, Margot's gonna. Robbie. She'll be in it for Bombshell. Right? A lot of those people will be in it for Bombshell probably, and that's going to be hard for them to market. But we'll get to that when they announce it.
Hard.
Shots we love. You want to hit it first?
I have a cliche, so can I do cliche?
Brother,
you know which one it is.
Which one is it?
It's the one where he's kneeling down, he's crying, and she's after their fight. He drops the "I wish you were dead" bomb.
Yeah, he dropped it.
And he starts sobbing. And let me tell you, that's how I sound when I sob.
He was really good. I felt like he was crying.
he was really fucking crying. There's no way. But the scene where, he's on his knees, he's hugging her legs. God, that drained me. But if you don't want to go cliche, it's also him crying, but it's him crying with Bert. And he's like, I never should have let him go to LA with her.
Yeah, yeah.
That was really...
Yeah. I'm sorry, really Bert, but am I paying for this story?
That was good. And the way when he looks at the clock and he's like, okay, I didn't realize at first what was happening, but he was counting the hour because you pay lawyers by the hour, and it's $4.50 a fucking hour.
That was the cheap end. When he hired, what's his face?
Ray,
it was $900. Dude, $1,000 an hour.
Is that them doing paperwork
with
too?
a $25,000 retainer to start?
I can't even get in there.
Guys, if you get divorced, do it civil, man.
Don't get the lawyers.
Don't go
like
get
they
lawyers.
Said, like Adam thought. He didn't think the lawyers
were coming.
He got
betrayed, bro.
No, he was in the wrong.
He got betrayed, though.
He was in the wrong.
She said no lawyers, and no.
That's how it starts. That's how what breakups start. You know what? In simplest terms, this movie tracks what an amicable breakup is. You're like, yeah, we're gonna be amicable. We're gonna be friends.
And then someone starts talking to you, and then you're like, oh,
you
shit.
live together. One's sleeping on the couch. You're like, okay, yeah, like obviously it's
stages,
not healthy.
The stages.
And then you leave, and then just life goes on.
Damn.
And then you break off. And then you never talk to each other
If
again.
life ever came to it, I would hope that
right.
like Brooke and I would be able to do it without a lawyer.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's way too expensive.
Oh, you're talking about divorce? I thought you meant breaking up in general, but
no.
I would be divorced because you're getting married.
Yeah, I'd be like, we're not getting lawyers.
No. Dude, you gotta just record everything.
Dude, it's Arizona. I can.
Why? I
can. In California, you gotta get legal.
Don't drop our location, bro.
But the court. Just one last thing. Obviously, we know divorces are hard, and it's even worse for the court. It's insanely hard to tell what's what. Mm-hmm. I mean, everything is he said, she said. There's like no proven evidence. It's not the murder, right?
And everything looks bad.
Yeah, and
like
everything.
2 glasses of wine. Yeah. That turns into she's an alcoholic.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah. You know what? I'm surprised that
my parents were drunk when they were.
I'm surprised she didn't bring up him cussing at the son.
Yeah.
That would have been a good like.
Yeah, I thought they were. Well, they were, but then they went to the car seat, which is which is worse.
I didn't caught that, but yeah, I guess
it was that same scene. But yeah,
it's like a hapless dad. I thought the.
Yeah.
I would even think like, oh yeah, I didn't know they were not liable.
But it was funny because she said, Scarlett Johansson refers like, oh, my parents were probably always drunk when they raised me. And I was like, yeah, probably mine too.
Yeah, shit.
I mean, I'm gonna be that way.
I know.
Like the kid doesn't know, right?
Yeah.
So
This is literally us.
That's
right
yeah.
now.
That's why it was like anything you do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he ties his shoe wrong.
Yep.
Not a good dad.
Watch out.
Yeah.
That's child endangerment.
That stuff was tough, and I get why the court is like that, obviously, but it's like, wow, how do you tell who to give custody to?
And that's why people hate lawyers.
Yeah, and it just turns into the lawyer manipulating stories and making it work. But it is a he said, she said, which kind of sucks because that can't really be used in the law, but it's used in the civil court like this. You can't in criminal law. You can't. Oh, he said it. It's like, okay. Did he do it?
Yeah.
So
where's the hair?
Yeah. So I don't know. That shit sucks, and I don't want anyone to go through that, and it sucks that people do. But in America, what is it? 50%.
God, isn't it higher than that? I thought.
Maybe it's more now. 55%.
Marriage
I don't know.
Isn't even real anymore to people.
It's just get married, get divorced. That's the rule.
Our generation is the one to break it. Just kidding.
The shot I love. I didn't even get to mine.
Yeah, shot I love.
It's random.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
Does it involve New York?
No, it's in L.A. She's at her there's a lot of comedy in this moment, but she's at her pilot episode.
Oh, okay.
And they're like the directors and everyone's like joking. But the shot I love is when they're walking with the group and that camera is just going.
Tracking them.
Yeah, it's just tracking them the whole time.
Yeah.
And even the extras did really good.
Right.
I felt overwhelmed like in this new environment.
Yeah.
Obviously, she likes it because she came back to it. But
she finally has her own voice.
Yeah, and then her having her voice and being able to open up and get like, oh, you should direct or you should be on the writing group and all that stuff. But I really love how just the camera just follows it and there's like, it's one take, too. There's no.
That is random from you.
It is random, but it stood out a lot. My second one that was my non-cliche one, but I want to use that one because I think it's really good acting by everyone. I think this one
is very cliche versus non-cliche.
But
every shot is
the other one was when we were talking about when we're just following her in the lawyer's room, in Nora's room, and she's talking. She goes in the bathroom and then comes back. I thought that was just like
because you do get 3 different.
I'm gonna call that a shot. I'm gonna call that a shot because you know what, guys? There was no cut. That's one shot.
We've been doing tracking stuff.
Yeah, but that's one shot, and that whole scene was like 5 minutes, and there was no cut. In Scarlett Johansson, I don't know how much was improv.
Well, yeah, shots we love is kind. I mean, yes, we do want like the one, but it's things that you remember.
I just made it in that trash can, dude.
What did you even throw away?
The wrapper for the beer.
That's monumental.
Did you get that?
Out.
Did you get that?
Unit, watch.
They didn't have they didn't have the secondary camera rolling.
Unit, man. Have we named Unit? I don't know who we've named Unit.
Keep him on the download.
Ask us in our DMs, guys.
But let's go. Shots. 0. Movie of the year.
Perfect movie.
Movie of the year.
I think this is only our second or third 0.
Movie of the year, guys. Go watch it.
Parasite is movie of the year.
Oscar Best Picture 2020. That's it. That's all we got. I have no negatives.
Literally.
We don't want to keep you guys listening for pointless chatter.
Yeah.
Go watch if you haven't seen it. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at The Film Crawl.
Please.
Go on YouTube. Like and subscribe over there. If you are on YouTube, drop a comment below. What did you think of Marriage Story? If you listen on Apple, write a review, 5-star it. And go to Instagram. Leave a comment, guys. We want to hear we like the little mini reviews.
If you've been through a breakup, come to my DMs.
If you've seen the movie and we do our upcoming episode post, write your review. We will read it out for the podcast.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We won't read that one out.
We will read your mini review if you post it.
We've done a couple of those throughout this year. So coming up on a 1-year anniversary of our pod.
Dude, right around the corner.
Around this time, I think we were talking about it, and we shot a few rogue episodes that aren't out in the waves.
I got them saved.
I know. It's you know.
If you want to hear the first ever episode of Film Crawl,
give me $50 on Patreon.
Send the donation, $1 million.
Exactly. We'll put your name on it.
Well, we thank you guys so much for listening. We hope your end of the year is wrapping up really well. Yep. We're scrambling right now, honestly. We're trying to get Rise of Skywalker content out. We're trying to do other feature episodes before the end of the year. We got January lined up. Holy crap, we got a lot of stuff to do. So we will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye guys.